Hey, what's up, everybody? I just I spent the past half hour recording this video without my microphone plugged in, so hopefully this one goes a lot better. And now I gotta sit here in this public space and talk to myself for another half hour. I hope you guys really appreciate this. So, following up on my last video, where I was talking about form and efficiency, I'm on my way to getting my silver play button right now. I wanna go over a couple more things in detail. So if you feel like you got a grip on the whole V4 motion just by watching the video, you don't need to be here. You can be. I might say something cool that you might not have thought of or considered. But this is mainly for those of you who kind of watched it, tried to do it, didn't really get it. Hopefully this long lecture that I'm going on will be able to help you. So let's start from the beginning, right? So you play Dance Rush like this, you know, you're a real beginner. You're at this phase when you play where you're doing the kind of like gazelle goat hoppy looking thing where you're going like this. It looks terrible. You know it looks terrible. Obviously, if you're having fun, that's all that matters. But if you're watching this video, you're obviously here to get better, right? You're like, all right, well, I need to step up my game a little bit, right? I'm getting excellence on all these songs, so I might as well, you know, make it look better. So, doing the gazelle hop, and you watch some tutorial videos, you start to get the hang of it, and then you evolve kind of into this stage where you're kind of like adding the shoulder shake thing to it. You're kind of bouncing your knees a bit, right? And you're going, yeah, you're doing this. You're doing this. And like, it scores. It looks better, but it burns like hell, right? All of this right here is just in a constant state of being on fire. Your ankles specifically, or your calves, I guess. Anyways, so you start to get that, we'll call it the 1 and 2s, the 1 and 2 form. Start doing that, and it burns, but you keep playing it because it looks good, right? But it burns, it's agony. So what you really want to do is when you start using this part of your body, right here, all this right here, this is a completely untouched part of your body. So when you start using it, you'll kind of feel a little bit of soreness, but the amount that you feel here, all the weight that's taken towards here that comes off of your legs, I couldn't understand why you wouldn't want to do it. I gotta sneeze. This is gonna be all cut up and crap. You're trying this new V4 approach, right? And when you're learning it, you want to do this, I can't stress this enough, you want to do this step by step. You want to keep a conscious thought of everything that you do. So you hit the 4, and you gotta be, all right, I'm in this flamingo kind of stance, right? But you gotta be, all right, well, I want to look like this, so I need to crunch my core, right? And I gotta keep my leg in this 4 shape. I gotta keep this straight as I can get it. You don't have to hold it for this long, by the way. That'd be ridiculous. There's no kind of strength training, but I imagine it would help you. So you're in the 4, and you gotta tell yourself every single step of it. It's like, all right, and I go, bah! Some freaking biting me. You're in the 4. Oh, dicks. You're in the 4, and you gotta hit that V real hard, right? Power V. Bah! Like, all right, I can segue to the 4 real easily. Now hit the V. Every single step, every single part of your body, keep it a conscious thought. And just like I'm doing right here, record yourself if you need to, doing it a few times, rewatch it, look at it and be real disgusted with how terrible you look. And then go back, try it again, and keep doing it. And at some point, you're gonna look at yourself and you're gonna go, ooh, oof, right there, ooh. Oh yeah, I'm keeping that. That looks good. Is that how I'm supposed to do? Oh yeah, I got it now. Okay, right there. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Something like that. And if you're watching yourself and you're not feeling that, it'll come. right? I don't know what it is. In the amount of battles that I've been to, with the amount of people who are both into dance and don't really care about it, there's something innate about dance that just makes you, gives you the stank face when you see something real good. And you're, ooh, right? Anyways, so voila, you hit that V, right? You feel something on the foot that's going back when you slide it back. If you watch closely, here's the difference between without and with the V4 formation, efficiency, words. So without it, if I can do it, is like, bah, 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 bah. You're popping you're wasting a lot of energy. You know, popping your shoulders right here. And you're wasting a lot of energy with all the weight that you are putting on this foot that's going back. Well, V4, you throw your shoulders once, right? And then you crunch your core, just a tiny little bit, and you throw it back. Crunch your core, throw it back. But right here on the foot that goes back, you'll see it come off the ground and just very, very slightly. But that tiny amount of weight that's lifted off your foot completely removes all the friction, and it makes you feel significantly lighter. So your legs don't want to explode. You can keep doing this, and because you're saving energy and your legs are more free to move around the pad, you can move around the pad. You can move around a lot more just by doing it like this in multiple directions. I'm glad I'm doing this a second time. I'm glad I didn't plug in my mic the first time like an idiot. I feel a lot better about this one. So you get this bah, 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 bah. You should feel it, right? That's why I'm able to go bah, bah. You feel it. It feels good. And you know that you look good while you do it. There's some kind of the stiffness about not having it. It just don't feel right. But yeah, bah, 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 bah. It feels great. See how I'm like, no, see how I'm not all out of breath, but in this 85-degree weather, not in my build beanie, what do they call them? Jeep hats, I think. And all my freaking hair, I'm not like drenched in sweat already. So you learn the V4, right? This core crunching motion. Fun fact. I'm gonna get close to the camera again just to really emphasize this, right? Right? The core crunch is useful for all of dancing, not just shuffling. I know, it's crazy. Dude, I swear I look like a lunatic. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, if you watch the video, I talked about it just very slightly, just like I touched on everything else, very slightly. But outside of just this, you could, you could throw it in some top rock, You could bah, 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 bah. Or you could just take your steps, do some T steps, bounce. You could walk in a circle. Doing the hop automatically separates you from someone who's just kind of moving and to someone who has complete control of everything that they're doing. It looks that way anyways, whether or not you're BSing your way through it. That's why you see it in so many genres of dance. Of course, you see it in breaking. You see it in locking. I can't lock really all that well. Michael Jackson does his thing, and he obviously took inspiration from a bunch of locking styles. You can use it for a lot of stuff. So you can start using that and lay a foundation for the rest of the cool stuff that you're trying to do, Take that with you when you go to practice, record yourself, be like, ooh, that's good. Do it with some new stuff. Ooh, that's good, that's not. Forget that, remember that. I think it's some kind of subconscious that exuberates confidence when you're throwing that core and you're throwing that chest up, you know? Ooh, thick, that's a wasp. That is a wasp. I'm just dancing here, bro. In the video, for 2 seconds, I said, you can do this almost anywhere. And I really meant that. You don't have to do the whole V4 thing, while it does help. But the key part of the V4 is right here. So you could just be driving to work, or you could be sitting at your desk, or you could be washing dishes, doesn't matter. You know, I'll even sit so you can get an accurate demonstration. Hopefully I don't sit on my microphone thing. And you can be like, listen to music. Ordinarily, you're gonna wanna do this to it, right? And there are some songs that it's perfect for. Some songs you should do it to this, some songs you should not do this. And you just gotta feel that kind of thing out, get more experience. With almost all of Dance Rush music though, it's pretty much all, you're gonna pop that chord. So you could be at your desk, say Shuffle Cats comes on, if you're the kind of freaking weirdo like me, who likes to have that on a playlist. And, you know, it goes, bum 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 ba dum ba 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 doo beep 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 boop. So now you have to retrain your brain, and the whole, let's just say everyone who's watching this video is like 20 years old. Let's say the whole 20 years you've been alive, you've trained yourself to do this, right? And now you gotta untrain all of that. You gotta tell your body to start popping that crap back. And it'll take a minute, of course. For me, it took, I think, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of like little 15-30 minute stints in the studio of doing like the shuffling stuff. And then when I started playing Dance Rush again, it took me another week to make it like technical, you know, communicate the language. As long as you're concise and you keep practicing it, you'll have it in no time, of course. You listen to Shuffle Cats and you can just nod your head backwards. You know, do it in multiple directions to encourage good habits. You could do it like this, but it just looks weird. Pretty sure all the neighbors that are walking by are thinking I'm trying to flag them down. You go bum 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 bum. And then when you get a little more comfortable with the whole nodding your head back, you could add a little chest into that. So we're gonna work our way down. So you go, and then you add old Reliable in there. And that's just sitting. So when you're doing this stuff, doing standing, you know, that's when you could really start to feel it. Oh. So I'm gonna do a gesture, right? So right here is my comprehensive list of songs that are real punchy and they'll help you learn to pop that thing more. You really got to keep it in your brain. And even if it's hard, don't tell yourself, nah, I'll never learn this. Oh, it's my body just won't respond. Like, dude, you just gotta keep doing it. That's all you can do. And eventually you can start doing it with faster songs, you know? So let's say what Shuffle Cats is like 100 something BPM. Then like say Crazy Shuffle or Wicked 128 BPM, the run-of-the-mill stuff. You can start, yeah. So you can start. And then I think the fastest for me comfortably right now where I'm at, is I can do like True Blue, which is 142, I think. About this fast. Very important note here is that you don't really need to worry about using your arms too much when you do it, while you're learning anyways. You really need to focus on this. And then once you start including the other bits, you know, do what you want to with your arms. You know, whatever. I'm gonna spend more time editing this thing than I am recording it. At any rate, you know, just practice it, you know. If you're just minding your own business, bounce a little bit. It's all about what's going on in your brain, you know. So you don't have to be physically doing it too much. Obviously, you gotta, whatever. What am I talking about now? Whatever. This has been a real vanilla experience for you guys. I'm not a very funny person, outside of all the ways I edit my videos and tell my jokes. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good time practicing. Thanks for watching me ramble for however long this video is, 20 minutes. And yeah, don't subscribe to my channel because I don't ever upload. Cool. Thanks. See ya.